Where's that treasure map?
What's up, everybody? It's the Pirate Stacker. Today is the day we are going to show you how to pick the coins you want to grade. Now, I've got a few things to go over with you. I am going to be signing up to be a PCGS member. With that, with doing the platinum registration, I get 8 free coin grades. That's very cool. This is PCGS.com. This is their website. Now, I want to point a few things out because I'm not even certain of this, but it walks you through how to get coins graded, how to do your printable submissions, all of that stuff. But over here, I just noticed shows and events. When you click on it, it talks about upcoming shows, and it has different bars saying, you know, on-site grading, submissions only, auction. And I looked over here because I am going to the fun show, and that is this Florida United Numismatics Convention here in Orlando, Florida, and that is the 5th to the 8th. They say on-site grading. Now, I don't know for certain. I am going to find out if I can submit, get it graded on-site, and get it back that same day. Because at this point, it seems like most of the cheap, unless you pay for the express turnaround, it's taken about 50 to 60 days to get slabs back. And of course, we're talking about, this show is 6 weeks away, 45 days. So I'm going to call them tomorrow and I'm going to find out, because if that's the case, I will for sure be signing up and grading right there on the spot. But let me show you something else that is fantastic, and that is another benefit offered here, and that is it the coin grading? Now I gotta find what I'm looking for. So you can verify your slabs, you punch in the number, it tells you about it, but also it has, I think it might be under coin grading. No, that's just them talking about their services. There is a coin app, and that's what I'm trying to get to right now. Let me see if I can find it. All right, dummy. It's right up here where it says price guide. So once you click on price guide, it comes down and we're able to look up coins, right? And it breaks them down, you know, half cents and cents. We've got 2 and 3 cents, nickels, half dimes and dimes, 20 cents and quarters, half dollars, dollars, all these other things. Now, I'm going to be looking up what I'm going to be sending in and what we're doing today, which is guessing that grade for the stuff that I'm going to be submitting. So I'm going to come here to the Liberty seated dollar, and it lets you break it down. I'm looking for the 1860 O, and that's this guy right here, right? And what's great about this is on the app, it's really simple and precise to be able to look stuff up. But you can look and it says, you know, this is how much that's valued at a 4, a grade of 4. And if we keep on cruising along, a grade of 12, a grade of 40, and the prices keep going. And the app on your phone is actually more detailed, which I really like. But what it also has the ability to do, and I don't know where to find what I'm looking for. Perfect. Is this. This is the comparison guide. And so what it does is it shows you what an MS65 Plus looks like. And you can look it up and you can compare your coin to it. Big shout out to Fish. He turned me on to this. And of course it has all the markers of what's what. But I can go here to view more images because I'm like, okay, obviously mine's not a 64. But look, it has all different grades. And so what happens is you just jump in. You jump in where you think your coin grades to, and you compare it to what they've got. So in this particular case, I've got a 1960 right here, and I'm going to put it under the loop. We'll show it off where it's under a better lighting, but I'm going to compare this details for details to that, and that is where I get the number of the grade, what I think my coin will grade at. And that's what today's show is based on. So we're going to run through. I'm going to try and do my best to compare notes and come up with a number that I think this coin will grade at. You can play along as well. Let's see what we come up with. All right, and then all of that brings us to this point here, finally. So this was a lot of fun. I've been waiting to do this for a while because I'm excited. You know, I've been hot on the seated liberties and cap bust trail. So I wanted to tally up. I wanted to actually look at what grade I believe these are. I wanted to put it in stone so that when I get it graded, we can see how terrible Pirate is at numismatic grading. Not only that, it also gives us an idea of what I'm invested into it and what I hope to get out of it. Now, what I can tell you is this, and I did a little bit of math here at the bottom. You can't quite see it, but I can. I've got my totals here. I've got my cost slabbed if everything works out, and it is as I've chosen the grades to be. I will lock in $2,410 worth of value. Now, that is a big what if. As soon as one of these coins gets hit with cleaned or details or damaged, any of those things, boom, the price plummets. Real bad. And I've got some big expensive ones that would totally crush. So we're going to work our way smallest to largest. Sorry if this video goes long, but this is one that it took some time to put together, and play along with me. See, tell me in the description below or in the comments below, how far off am I? I know a lot of you guys are really good at numismatics and grading. Tell me if I'm just a pipe dream. We're going to start with this guy here. This is a half dime seated Liberty, 1857. Now, truthfully, this one is the nicest of the bunch. This one here, I looked and I looked and I compared and I compared. I'm giving it an MS60. I'm terrified that it's going to come back cleaned. A very good source said they didn't think that was the case. If it's an MS60, that's a mint state 60, this coin is valued at $250, graded by PCGS. I paid $100 for it. Basically, I'm going to be $250 for a platinum membership. That comes out to, it comes with 8 free, which is why we have 8. So about $32 a piece. I'd be $132 into this coin if I can grade out at an MS60 for $250. That would be a steal. I'm hoping. I'm going to pull that down. Next up, 1875 Carson City. Now, this coin is not the most valuable, but let me tell you why I am grading some of these. I'm grading them because ultimately I'm going to sell one day, and I want to be able to have different price points, and I want to have a couple of complete sets. So I'm grading for that reason. I'm also grading to find out what's cleaned, what's not cleaned. I'm trying to learn. This is all a learning curve. So this particular coin, I grade at a VF20, a very fine 20. If that's the case, it's a $110 coin. I'm into it 40 plus my 32 to grade it. That's $72 I'd be into it for a $110 value. That's a big what if. On these ones that are lower priced, I probably have no business grading them, but I'm doing it anyway because I'm a pirate. I do what I want. Next up, 1821 cap bust dime. Now this one here is not in the best shape, but grading it against what I saw, I'm going with a very good 10, VG 10. And I think it'll get there. If it does, it's worth $175 graded. I'm currently into it, 80 bucks. I bought it at auction on Facebook, 80 bucks, and my slabbage will be 32, so 112. Best case scenario, I think $175 value. Moving on. 1833 cap bust quarter. Now this one, I picked up at DJ's. Beautiful coin. I may have overpaid. So this one here, I'm giving a VF20. And it is a stunner. This coin is 190 years old, basically. It is a good-looking coin, but I think it's a VF20. If it does, that's a PCGS value of $225. I'm into it 175. Add that 32 on, and we're talking 207 bucks with a best case scenario of 225. Not where I want to be. But that'll be a great piece in my stack. This guy, 50 cent, seated Liberty, 1850-50-0, 1850-50, 1855-0 with arrows. I wish it had rays. I wish it had rays. Beautiful coin. I'm grading it an F12. It's worn. It's rough. Some other people have said they think there is cleaning having gone on, and that may well be. You know, I've heard that they're a little more lenient on these old circulated coins because it just is what it is. The coins are old. This coin, if it grades out to an F12 in a PCGS holder, worth $100. I paid $55 on a Facebook auction, and with of course the $32 in slabbing, I'm looking at 87 bucks in for a hopeful $100 coin. Again, not where I want to be. That's not a good call. But you don't know till you learn. You learn this stuff. You got to get into it to learn it, and then you realize. And I can't stress that enough. You sit on the sidelines, you wait, you miss out on them, boom. You're nowhere. I jump in head first. I'll take some losses. Hopefully I bought well enough that I can trade up here or there. We're going to find out together. Next one, 1854, $50 seated Liberty. Now this one, really nice coin. I bought a few of these at the numismatics shop there in Longwood, Florida. This was one of them. They said it may get hit for being cleaned. And you can see there's something up there. Somebody said they thought that would be environmental damage. Pretty nice coin. Pretty nice coin. I think it's a VF25. And this is just based on the numbers and looking on the app. I think it's a VF25. If it is, it's $175 in a PCGS holder. I paid $80 with the slabbing. That'd take me to 112. I'd be into it. 112 for 175 value. That's great. If it gets hit for cleaned, boom, it's lost all its value. I'd leave it in its holder, but I'd probably be upside down in it at that point. Now to the big dogs. The trade dollar, 1878S. 1878S. It's a beauty. It's a beauty. The toning is nice. I'm calling it a VF30. A VF30. Very fine 30. It has great detail. It really does. It has no chop marks. So I'm really hoping for a straight grade on this coin. If it does, at a VF30, it's $375 slab. I paid $232 to slab it. I'd be into it $232. Now, obviously, there's some room. If this comes back as a VF25, cool. I've got room. I'd be in the green. I'd be in the profits. But that's a nice coin. I'm excited to see where it comes back. Lastly, but certainly not least, the boss. This coin, smoking. Got it from Oviedo Rare Coins and Collectibles. There has been some debate as to whether it was cleaned, how it was cleaned, if it will get dinged for being cleaned. It's got a beautiful tone on the back. The coin guy says that toning comes from being in the albums, the nice Dansko albums. And there is some scratching on this side. I don't think they'd have done that cleaning it, though. I don't know why you would scratch your coin to clean it. I'm saying an XF45, extra fine 45. I'm hoping for a 50, but a 45, that's a $1,000 coin. I paid $550 for it with the grading, $32. That'd be $582 all in. $1,000. This coin's hard because if this gets hit for cleaned, all that value out the window. I think raw, this coin is worth $550 all day. I think it's worth more than $550. It is beautiful in person. But are they going to see it that way? Am I going to get a straight grade or not? So that's the lineup. That's my 8 that I am going to grade. Those are the grades I'm giving them. If they all straight grade at the numbers I'm guessing they're at, it's $2,410. My raw purchase price of these is $1,280, almost half, 50% of what I deem their value to be. Time I spend $250 for my membership to PCGS gets me the 8 free grades. That has me in at $1,530, $1,530 invested into these coins, no matter what they grade. If they happen to grade out like I think they will, $2,410, that's basically a profit of $900. $900, of course, the big dog being that one. But that's what we do. We look. We don't know. And especially with these seeded and cap busts, man, they really are a coin that until you see one, because they are rare, they are scarce, you have to make that decision on the spot. Am I a buyer? Is it worth it? Has it been cleaned? Does it have damage? Does it have environmental damage? Like, there's so many things to consider. It's not cut and dried. And the only way that you get there is by having an eye, putting it to work, looking for what you want to get out of it, and hoping for the best. And, we'll see how this turns out. Personally, right now, I'm on the fence. I mean, I like the idea of paying the money and buying graded coins. You know what they are. It's all there in writing, I know what that is. These have big, big question marks. But I'm excited to get those questions answered. I will keep you updated. Please let me know what your grades are. Where am I off? Where am I on? Tell me your thoughts. Thank you all for watching. That's it for today. Pirate out. Arg.